Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial of Scale. In this tutorial I will show you how to create a rating question test. So we would just go to create as usual, and we write here the name for our test. So we will write rating questions tutorial, and yeah, just press confirm. So the test type, we will select only questions, and for our test to be a rating questions test, we can set the question number from 1 to 3. More, if we select more, then it would automatically be a semantic differential test, which is also in the tutorial, but maybe it's not the style you want. So yeah, just remember that it's from 1 to 3. We will select 3 questions. Yeah, scenario order, it's the order that the scenarios will be presented. We will just put auto, so we will start with first scenario and we will end with the last scenario. We will just now set the question, so we press set. Yeah, and here we can configure our questions. For every question, we should write a little set of instructions. For example, we can make we can ask 3 different things. So I don't have very good imagination. Yeah, we can make, for example, a question that is asking about the quality of the sample. So how would you evaluate how would you rate the quality of the sample? We'll write sample or samples, because maybe we'll use more than one in some scenario. We just leave it like that. How would you rate the quality of the samples? Okay, now we should set the different values of the rating question. So we will set, for example, we'll just make it very simple with 3. 1, we will write really bad, acceptable, and great. Yeah, the slider, we will make it a little bit smaller, like this, for example, and then we just select the scaling picture. We have the 2 different types. One, so we have 3 values, so we should select one that the ending number is the same number of values. So for example, this one, or the second type, this one. So I will show you first type. It's like this, and the second type, it would be like this. We will select the second type. Then next question. We will ask here for the how loud did you find the sample or samples, and we will select 5 values. Here extremely quiet. Extremely quiet, much quiet, oops, much quiet, comfortably loud, too loud, extremely loud. Yeah. Okay. We make a little bit the slider a little bit smaller, and we just add scaling picture. I remember you that you can add your own scales pressing this button under a certain size restrictions that they are there explained. So we will use one of the scales by default. We have 5 values, so now we will take type 1. Okay. And then the third question, we will put, for example, two values. But you would you find this quality acceptable for radio broadcasting, for example? And we will put here only 2 values. One will be no, and the other one will be yes. Scale, we will select, we'll make the slider a little bit smaller, but in this case not too much, like this. And we'll select the first type with 2 values, like this. So we can make a little preview on how it will look like. We see that then it is nicer. Yeah, and we would now press continue. Repetitions, it's the number of times that the user can repeat the sound sample or the stimuli in one scenario. So we will put, in this case, 3, for example. The pause between samples, that is when adding more than one sample per scenario. How long will the system wait from the end of one sample to the start from the next one? So we press add samples. We will have 5 scenarios. So we just pressed confirm. Like in the semantic differential test. One moment, I will add the samples first. We go to stimuli, and we will select again all the samples, although we are not using them, but so it will be faster. So as in the semantic differential, you can have normally you would have 1 sample per scenario, but you can have more than 1 if you want. If there is more than 1, they will just play one after the other. So we will select in most cases 1, and in the last scenario we will put 2, for example. So scenario 1, this tone 125, 250, 500, 1,000, and and here we will add. We will have 2 samples. All this process here with import, export, erase. I think it is explained in the tutorial for an adaptive test, the 3AFC tutorial. You can check it or you can read the documentation. There is better explained. So now we would confirm, and then we would set pause between samples. We will leave it like with 0 seconds. We will not use any example scenario, and we will set now the instructions. So there's the instructions that will be appearing right at the beginning of the test. So we will write, please subject perform these tests from this test. Thank you. Thanks for your collaboration. Don't hesitate to ask for a cookie at the end of the test. If you made it really bad, you can also ask for a hack. So scenario instructions, we write here the instructions that will be appearing in every scenario. We will write, for example, please rate the following questions. You can repeat the samples played a maximum number of 3 times. Yeah, we can make different instructions for every scenario. We normally use the same. So yeah, make like this and then confirm, and yeah, our test is now ready. So we would press finish. And yeah, as we see, when we would go now to perform, our test would be appearing here, rating questions tutorial. So thank you for watching, and watch other tutorials if you want to learn more of Scale. Thank you, bye.